I don't get food assistance, which I've tried. I need a little help. $1,200 in food a month just for the kids. Our house gets paid for, that her dad bought, and it's the food assistance, which I have tried, and I can't get approved for that. So I don't know. I'm trying to get some breaks here.
None of what he's stating is true at all.
This is the matter of Tyler Thomas versus Cody Dungey. Doc parties have a stipulated order for custody, support, and parenting time signed December 20th, 2021, which orders Mr. Dungey to contribute child support, medical support, and child care for 4 children in the amount of $919 per month, which is a slight reduction from a previous charge of $1,555 per month. There was prior enforcement in 2022 that show cause hearing was dismissed. The current balance owed on the account is $10,691, of which $6,622.08 is owed to Ms. Thomas in child care and child support. There are fees. Medical support to the state is owed is $1,171.92. And then there's child support arrearages owed to the state of $2,813. There's been regular payments on the account, but they've been short of the amount of current. In April, $450 was posted to the account. May, $720. In June so far, $706.
Okay, so we've had a substantial payment this month. Mr. Dungey, what's been going on?
Oh, I'd like to say thank you for giving me the time to explain myself and kind of just give you a rundown of what's happened in the last year. I'll try to make it short as possible. I've had all 4 of the children, 185 overnights total from May 1st till April of 2023. I've had Stevie and Bradley, a total of 239 overnights from May 1st till April of 2023. Since May of 2022, I started taking over, picking up the kids from school on Fridays in Gaylord and dropping them off Monday mornings in Gaylord to school. There was a couple instances where Tyler had fallen asleep at the wheel with the kids in the car when she refused to pick them up multiple times, which I've brought to the attention of Julie DeBay a couple times about that. And then the teacher, I had to sit down with the teachers, and they said that they were missing Mondays, 31 total last in 2022, 21-22 school year. That was 31 total. Kids weren't bringing their backpacks and stuff like that. So basically, I was trying to make it easier on them, and I love picking them up. They love me picking them up. They I get that extra time with them, which is the whole reason I, left my life in Oakland County and pressed reset up here, which has also been a difficult task when nobody knows me up here. And I built a clientele in Oakland County since I was 13 years old. So it was a big move, but it all went to the right way. I'm seeing my kids, way more. This is the whole point of me coming up here. I'm trying my best. I'm picking up the kids, taking them to school. Right now, I've got a total of 60 pickups, which I keep on my calendar. I have a total of 60 pickups for that year in drop-offs. I've put 9,032 miles on my vehicle just for pickups and drop-offs. It's not any mileage from my personal, and it does not include sports or Girl Scouts, which I do. I've got an average of 750 gallons of fuel at over $3,000 at approximately $3.69 a gallon is what I came out. I don't get food assistance, which I've tried. I'm about $250 to $300 a week in food with the kids. It's at the minimum. And it's about $40 in fuel just to go to Gaylord and back. And I'm doing that twice on a weekend with them, which is a lot. And this is not complaining. I absolutely no problem doing that whatsoever. It's just I need a little help. I was doing snow plowing. I did get a good account this winter, and I made a little over $11,000 from Chad's Landscaping, but that was from November till April. As you can divide that up, it's hard to live on. So I tried to do my taxes as well, which I should be getting, a decent amount back, around $5,800, and I wasn't able to submit them because Ms. Thomas put all 4 kids on the her taxes from 21 to 22. Not claiming all 4. There was claimed 2, but the other 2 Social Security numbers were on the form, and Bryson was listed as head of household. So that threw me a red flag, and I wasn't able to submit them. So I had to mail them by hand and take pictures of things, from Miss Thomas. She actually gave me pictures of her forms that I could send in to kind of hopefully get that figured out, and maybe I'll hear back here shortly. I did send those in April. That would help me big time to get caught up. That's pretty much where I'm at. I'm don't know much more I can say. There's a lot of things we can go about, but as far as the child support and the money, this is where I'm at, and this is what I've done. So
Where are you working right now?
I own a diamond gloss reconditioning. I do mobile detailing on boats, but 90% of my business is marine detailing, and I did that in Oakland County for many years and had a very, very big client from 2020 until I moved. I built it up pretty big, and then we moved to be closer to the kids.
Is that a self-employed position then?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, I should have said that.
It's part of the problem, and I can appreciate, the rest of it. Some of it sounds like issues. I don't know if you have some pending custody motion or something like that, but that's not something that I can address today. We're just here for child support. So
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out, with a bill of $9.19 a month, basically, every single month, if you don't pay, that's just going to add to your arrears, right? That's why we're at 10,000. So we got to get this under control. You see what I mean?
Well, I definitely see the numbers wise. I'm spending, $1,200 in food a month just for the kids, which is, like I said, not a problem. And also, I'm hundreds of dollars a month in fuel. She's not picking me up. She refuses to pick the kids up multiple times last year, which I have proof of, and had issues. So I've had to take over to do that. I understand it's not in the order, and that's my choice to do that, but I'm just explaining where I'm struggling. I've given her what I've got. There's many times where I'd leave myself and I'd screenshot it and send it to her. I've got $8 in the bank or whatever. I'm giving her what I have, and I understand I don't have, half the bill. I don't know what she's got going on as far as bills. Her house gets paid for, that her dad bought, and it's the food assistance, which I have tried, and I can't get approved for that. So I don't know. I'm trying to get some breaks here as far as that goes, but the rearage, it kind of got me too, because they, in the beginning, the rearage is almost for 7,000. We went to court in December, and they had me based on a job that I haven't had for a year prior. They based the number off an income that I hadn't even had. So that kind of threw me off. If they were trying, for the 1,500 or whatever. I was self-employed. I just opened my business not even a year prior to that. So they were using a income off a previous tax statement, which was from almost 2 years prior. So
okay, but we still have you at 919. So how can we get this back under control?
I can definitely pay that now that I'm working again. Now that we're busy, I have no problem making multiple payments in a month, which I still have to do at the end of this month. But throughout the winter, it was hard to live on just a little over 11,000. And from November to April, as you could tell, I've had to sell a lot of my assets. I've had to sell a lot of things and make sacrifices, but it's what you have to do. And, we're building a pretty good name up here, and I've got that same account for next year for winter, and all we can do is grow. And like I said, we started over when we came up here in April. So.
Okay, Ms. Thomas, anything you want to add?
Oh, most definitely. None of what he's stating is true at all. My house is not paid for. I pay a monthly rent every month. I've never fallen asleep at the wheel with my children. There's not one single police report, anything of that. I don't know where that came from. The picking up and dropping off from school and daycare is his choice. I have multiple text messages asking him if that's what he wants to do, if that's what he's doing. So he's playing both sides. He's saying that he wants extra time with them, but then he's saying that paying for that and doing that is not letting him fulfill his responsibilities. He knew where we were living when he moved, which is still an hour away. He knew living and established. He has had this job, which clearly is not working, this self-employed job for years now, which wasn't working for us when we were together downstate. It wasn't making him money. So it's not mine or our children's fault that he can't make money with his self-employed job. So, and the payments aren't regular. He's not trying until court comes up. I get a couple $100 here and there, a whole month missed, and it's not important to him to fulfill his responsibilities of that part, because like he's told you before, he thinks everything is paid for me. But because of the state thinking that I'm getting money from my job that I actually have, and the support from him, my food assistance is getting down, my rental support is down, and I'm covering everything by myself now, and also not getting the support from him.
All right, well,
And
some of those
missing-
issues are not something that, on both sides here, some of these issues aren't something that I can take care of today. We've got a valid court order in place, it says 9/19. We're not getting that payment, and the arrears are just getting out of hand. I mean, like I said, it's a big bill per month, sir, but at a certain point when, you know, we get into tens of thousands of dollars in arrears, the prosecutor steps in and it could be felony charges, you know? So we don't really want to get there. We got to get you paying the monthly amount. If that means, I don't know what to tell you as far as advice. I just have to have.
And he doesn't want to work with me for it. I've offered for us to sit down and try and figure out a 50-50 custody schedule so we can adjust the child support amount. I've been asking him to do that for over a year now, so we can adjust.
Is there any I can step in and say something really quick with the 50-50?
I don't think I need to hear from either of you anymore. If you, I keep saying that we're not here for custody issues, and the two of you continue to bring up custody issues. So if you're going to change custody, you got to file a motion with court or file stipulation. It's that simple.
Okay.
Either the court will decide it for you, or you all can work together to decide it. But the bottom line is, we're not getting the payment that we need. If you're working, sir, then I don't have any reason to talk about jail. That doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, if you're working, we keep you at home and do it. But I don't know that we're going to get a payment coming in unless I make a contempt finding, which I'm going to do, that you have the ability to pay. It's not a manifest hardship. You're to pay what's ordered. I'll do, because it's a bigger amount per month, I'll do $30 towards arrears per month. But that's a 2-year payment plan. And if you don't pay as ordered, a bench warrant could be issued for your arrest, and you may have to serve up to 30 days in jail. I'll set bond at $1,200. In other words, sir, if you pay as ordered, you don't have any issues, but we can't come to court and deal with them like this. So if the two of you are working on custody issues, I'm just emphasizing this. If you're working on custody issues, you need to do that outside of front of the court show cause hearings.
Okay.